Check, test, test, can you hear me now? Check, test, test, can you hear me now? I am hearing an echo. Let's find it. Let's find it. There it is. Boom. Good morning, Shinji. What morning? Damn, it's 6 o'clock here. Hello, can you guys hear me? It's a little soft. All right, this is why we do a pre-show. All right, let me see. First, make sure it's the right mic. Okay, good. Okay, it's better. There might be a few second delay. 3:50, Shinji. Oh my god. That is late. I am so honored that you're here. Oh my gosh. Hello, Joe Dubs. What is up, everybody? I didn't even get cozy, you guys. I don't know why I decide to do things like this, but like I have to do it in a really hard way. Music kind of loud. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Let me pull them down. All right. That's the browser audio, so it needs to be, I'm going to be playing some videos, so you should still hear something. Let me know how that sounds. And I am just setting up YouTube because YouTube has to have subscriber only on. They're troublemakers. No, just kidding. Just waiting to hear. Yes, Consti, I would love that. That'd be great. I just don't have one. I just dropped for a minute. You start your trip to Las Vegas in 30 minutes. Damn. That's right. You are going to be back to back, Shinji. Then TwitchCon. You're crazy, dude. They got you like globe trotting everywhere. Dan is so upset about my sound. This is how I test my sound every day, dude. I literally hop on a little bit before I really want to stream, and then I ask people, like, does that sound okay? Otherwise, I have to do a test recording. And dude, sometimes my test recording doesn't always sound the same coming out from the viewer's perspective. So, yeah. You are crazy confirmed. Sick. Good. We're all crazy here. We're gonna be crazy tonight. I don't know why I decided to do this. Yeah, recording and live can be different on the settings part. I've noticed it doesn't stay the same. It does not stay the same. I'm just gonna share some links. I'm gonna tweet that I'm live. We have 7 minutes. I mean, I can put the starting soon thing on. Look at that. These are first test graphics, so please don't hate on me if nothing is set up right or well. I'm just glad we got this far, bro. You can set up a virtual pathway to watch your own stream privately on YouTube, for instance, or split your sound channels to monitor the color. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. I just don't know how it works with YouTube because I multi-stream, and so it actually has like 2 instances of my stream because I do a portrait mode. There's reasons for this, but we can go into that a little bit later. Alright, I guess it's time to tweet. You are an optimizer, Consti. That's why I love you so much. That's why you are so the best. Because I don't think about these things. Okay, I'm literally starting soon with the CAMI CHAT pilot episode. Godspeed. I wish this was easier to share from TikTok to like all the other platforms, but I have to do it one at a time. I'm sure there's a way if I paid, but your girl ain't trying to pay for more things. Oh, maybe the post is being processed. Okay, just gonna run through some test things. Don't mind me. Let me know if you can hear this sick part of the 8 Mile rap battle where Eminem just goes ape shit on Papa Doc. This is how I'm gonna test the audio.
Capella, fuck a Papa Doc, fuck a clock, fuck a trailer, fuck everybody. Fuck y'all if you doubt me. I'm a piece of fucking white trash, I say it proudly. And fuck this battle, I don't want to win, I'm outie. Here, tell these people something they don't know about me. A cappella.
I clipped that clip. It sounds good? Okay, cool. I clipped that clip using YouTube's clip feature. I think it's new, but I haven't been able to do that before because this is literally my first clip. YouTube is doing a lot of changes that I cannot wait to talk about because a lot of it was AI driven at first, and now I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like they were just clearing their own feature pool when they were doing that, but that's for another episode. We are just doing a test run tonight, just a little taste, a little itty bitty bite of what I'm envisioning. So all right, 4 minutes, then we'll start. I'm just going to share this post. I am my own social media girl too, okay guys, so give me a minute. I want to make sure I do it right. I probably should have like pre-recorded all this stuff, but I was like living in the moment. I was just doing my thing. So I don't know why I even bother on putting it on Instagram. I feel like nobody is on my Instagram as much as like YouTube or everything else. But this is what happens when you're your own social media person. The struggle, y'all. And I know people are going to be like, where can I watch? And I am just going to say literally anywhere. Anywhere you want to watch me, you can watch me. I am on all the things. Okay. I posted enough. That should be all right. I mean, like the brilliance behind my posts sometimes. Live now with the pilot episode of the CAMI CHAT series. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, here, anywhere you like. Oh, Clips was part of the first package of Twitch features that they want to bring over, like gifted memberships and rating. Oh, and YouTube? Oh, wait, I'm down for that. If YouTube stepped up their streaming game, shit. I'm on your fridge, Consti. Yes. Take a picture, please. You know you've made it once you're on the fridge, y'all. Instagram is weird now. Back then, I would have a random pic with a tag and get tons of people. And since I've been trying to be serious on there with comic book hobby, I get no views. I hate when algorithm gets changed and stuff. Yeah, I see that a lot on Twitter. Actually, a lot of people have been complaining about the Twitch changes, but maybe we'll talk about it. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit loosey goosey here. All right, we are just rolling with the punches today. All right, I think I have everything ready. I do need a little bit of background music, so I'm just gonna put the lo-fi on just a itty bitty bit. All right, here we go. How many seconds do we literally have before? We literally have like 15 seconds. All right. Check out my really basic logo. Thank you, AI. Hello, A Bear. Hello, Lila. Welcome, welcome. And it is showtime. Ba-bam! Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. So I have been working on setting this up all day. I have not gotten as far as like I really wish I could have, but we'll roll with it. So first of all, hi. Hi everybody. Welcome to the first, well, I want to say episode 0 of my new web show, web series, weekly series. I don't want to say podcast because I feel like podcast is like a daily thing. I don't know if I can handle doing this daily on top of streaming, but I have been wanting to do like a podcast or a weekly show for some time now. I've been doing this since God knows how long. Like, tell me in chat right now, how long have you been watching me do shit like this? Like from the very first time you saw me. Give me the year. You don't have to do the math. Lila, how am I today? I'm doing good. I have a confession to make to you, Lila. I played a little bit of Stardew last night because I needed to get like the farm situated. It was driving me nuts that it was ugly. But we'll play some Stardew later. We're gonna just kick off my first episode of the CAMI CHAT show. I don't know what you want to call this. Not really interested in calling it a podcast. I feel like that's a little bit of pressure here. 2007, Mac. Holy shit. Really? There's no way that you were watching me since 2007. That means you watched me when I dropped the Burnt Matches channel. Like, my very first YouTube channel ever was called The Burnt Matches. There's a story behind the name. But damn, 2014 for Alti. Yes, Kim, the CAMI chat. It is time. 20 years. So, okay. I have been doing this kind of content for over 20 years. Like, I am old, bro. But no, I was 17 or 18 years old when I first created my YouTube channel and posted a video. I think I had turned 18 when I was contacted by EG when I made my first video reply. And that was the time my first video ever went viral. Old school. Yeah, dude, I'm old. I think that's what a lot of people forget is I am not I am no spring chicken despite what the size may fool you into believing. I'm pretty little, guys. I'm pretty little. I'm pretty old. But I have some pictures here, like scrolling through memory lane, and I have to admit, Mac, I like stalked your Flickr account because like I fucking forgot about Flickr. I forgot that Flickr even existed. So of course I had no idea that I even had that account, and I started your favorite NA orger used to be EG. Epileptic Gaming. It's an old podcast. But yeah, EG's dope too. I wish I was affiliated with him. Hi, Jeffy. Welcome. I'm just doing a pilot episode of my future weekly web show. Yes, you are too young. Consti is too young. But I have some pictures here. So sorry, Mac. I stole these from your Flickr. But I hope you don't mind. I'm going to jump to... I don't have like an elegant solution for this yet. So please pardon the dust. But I'm just going to drag this picture here. So this is... This is one of the shows that I was creating as the Burnt Matches, but I ended up like making a few more over time because I just got better at producing the shows and stuff like that. Shoot, it's all good. Sharing love from one streamer to another. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. I had a podcast called Sex, Drugs, and Video Games. Literally, the whole concept of it was like sex was like passion, drugs were addictions, and video games like an escape, right? So this is the same kind of content that I'd be talking about now, except, you know, things are different now, right? Like I am older, I'm a mom, and I have like more experience under my belt, like actual work experience that I think, you know, little nerdy me, like little burr matches, like if I told her, you know, like, bro, you're gonna have this kind of career path, like she would be stoked. So I have a lot more things that I want to share and say. So that's kind of the short story of why I even started this podcast, or whatever you want to call it. So I've been doing this for a while. I had a couple other shows, like I had GTFO, which was also the same thing, except I had a couple co-hosts on that, and I was also doing it through another streaming service. This is before YouTube kind of blew up, okay? So there were still people trying to jump onto that live broadcast space. Yeah, Parent Gang, yes, Jeffy, for sure. I can't see, tell if it's Jeffy or Jeffel. My eyeballs are so old. Like, these big old glasses, like, don't even speak to the prescription that's behind it. So, okay. I have done these shows for a while, and what it basically is like all the stuff that I normally would talk to my friends about, but like wrapped up and condensed in a beautifully packaged digital show. So it's laid back, it's cool. I am actually doing this show with you guys. Like, you guys are the ones that I'm co-hosting this with, so I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. I want to know what you think, and eventually, once I figure out like a Discord call-in situation, maybe I can even open up the hotline. I'm gonna the first sub of the day, Heather Elena Jones on YouTube. Thank you so much for the sub. That's my son's voice that you hear. He is such a little content creator, dude. I had asked him, I was like, okay, if somebody could like or my channel or follow it or subscribe to it, like what alert sound would you say? And he was like and subscribe and comment and share and good luck, mom. I was like, dude, I don't know where he gets it from. He has never seen me do this. So thank you for the first sub of the day. That always lifts my spirits, because this is why I'm doing it. I do this for fun also. Like, this is what I like to do. This is what I've been doing since I was like a teenager. But the reason why I'm stepping up now is because like I have a kid, and I could use as much money as I can to support this child into his adult years. Like, I've got a long way to go. He's only 5. So I'm excited to do this show from a perspective of a parent as well. I think that's something that a lot of people who have followed me over the years are experiencing as well, right? Like, we're all grown ups now. We all have real jobs, and even if you're not like a parent yet, like, you have responsibilities, you have obligations, you have like animals that care for you, like you care for. So I don't know. I'm excited. I want to just jump right into this, but I have to again apologize that this is so ghetto. But here we go. We are going to basically demo what the show is going to be about. I'm probably going to run for only like 30 to 45 minutes, unless we get crazy into the topics. Like, there's a chance that people are going to want to fucking call in and just like go ham, but we'll see. Open up the Scott line. Only people named Scott can call in. I mean, if there's a way to do shit like that, dude, I'm down. I'm here for the experience, you know. I'm just curating a lot of the content. And of course, I also want to have a disclaimer that when when I do this for real, I will have more put together stories. I really am just testing out the multi-streaming and how I'm kind of going about the segments. And of course, I really want to see if I can get call-ins at the end, because I want to hear what the peanut gallery has to say. All right, cool. Imagine that I have like video transitions, but like I don't have that right now. But bam, the first segment, I'm calling it Keep It Real. I am one of those people who will send you reels because I think of you when I see it, and I expect it to I don't expect you to always have to like reply or whatever, because I'm the worst at it, but like I want you to watch it. So there are a couple of I was trying to get my Instagram reels are like usually more on point. I'm still kind of working on my TikTok algo, but right now, oh, thank you so much for the pumpkin Frodo Swaggins. What a name, Frodo Swaggins 69. Dude, I wish you guys could see the people in TikTok sometimes. Like, it's a riot. Like, But thank you for the spooky pumpkins. You know, me and my friend, like every reel and TikTok we send to each other, you know, that's a real friend, Frodo. That is a real homie. If you've got someone who actually likes it every single time, that's pretty legit. So anyways, I decided to do a segment called Keep It Real, where I go over some of the videos that I would share with my friends. So I'm not sure how the audio is gonna be, so we're gonna just play this by ear. Consti, you're gonna have to help me eventually do a more grown-up way of doing this. So the first thing here, and I have to find a better way of like doing this because I just have so much media and I want it to be fluid. So right now we're just screen sharing my browser, so you'll see my TikTok history. But okay, this first one I think is very appropriate. Our pockets were heavy, but our souls were free. And I don't even have to look these devices up. But if you have to look up these devices, like if you don't know this off the top of your head what this is, like you're too young for me. No, I'm kidding. But like for real, I know like this is the PSP, the Sony Walkman. That's a Motorola Razr. I never had the Razr. Had a Walkman. This pink PSP is kind of a flex though. What is it? I don't know if they skinned it or what. Because I remember there was a white one. But anyways, I might be off by a version or two. The Razr was OP. I mean, so I was like a Nokia kid, like the Nokia 8810, which like that's a term that I haven't heard in a long time. Is that even Nokia 8810? Oh no, that wasn't it. It's like an 800 series. Or was it a 9000? Is 8 too high? Oh, okay, 3000. Yeah, it was this bad boy. This is the one I had. So I had one of these babies in high school. What is this? What the hell? I don't want to buy anything. Please no. Please stop trying to sell me shit. Snake from Metal Gear. Is that the snake from Metal Gear? So I had one of these guys, and I loved it because you could like I was an early cell phone holder in like middle school and high school because everyone had cell phones in Asia already. Like everyone was already texting with T9 before people even like figured out the beeper texting out here. Joe Dub says, my girlfriend's little niece took my Game Boy and tried to use it like a touchscreen. That's when I knew I was too old. Oh, you want to hear too old stories? Okay. My son is 5, so he is a tablet kid. Like he knows how to use the technology that we had put in front of him. Like he learned how to figure it out, right? And so he's in homeschool. We're homeschooling him now. So my son's on the spectrum. He was diagnosed when he was 2, almost 2 years old, being on the autism spectrum. Like what kind, we don't know yet because he's still really young. But we decided to homeschool him for his first year in kindergarten because he's also a pandemic baby. So the whole socialization thing is really hard for him. So we started homeschooling him, and he's learning about like phonics, right? Letters. So he has to draw the letter from like the letter side to the picture side. And there was a picture of an envelope, and there was a letter E. And my son took his pen and like dragged it from E to the envelope, and he looked at me and dead ass goes, email. And I was like, oh shit. He doesn't know. Why would he know what an envelope is unless I like purposely showed him what an envelope was? There's no way that he would know what that is. So anyways, yeah, tangent. Oh, that's what I used to play on the Nokia. Oh, the snake. That's right. There was a very old game that was like a snake game. Yeah, it was like literally you could press the directional buttons for sure, like 2 for up, 4 for left, 6 for right, or 8 for down. Or if you were a real badass, you would just do the the corner buttons. And then like you would just trust the computer's judgment. Hello, creepy girl. Hello, Ed Oz. You know what's funny? I've been hearing creepy as like an adjective to describe people, and I don't know if I hate it so much. Um, oh, Lila, you had one of those till the 5th grade. Oh, and the red ball game. I don't remember the red ball game. But anyways, we didn't even watch the rest of this TikTok, but there was more. Oh my God, there was more. Sony Cybershot. I had one of those. I took my first profile picture for I want to say it was not MySpace. It was like Zanga or LiveJournal. It was something like way more obscure. Like MySpace was super cool. Maybe Facebook. Like Facebook was really when I think there was a pressure to actually start having my own photos on, because I was such a AOL troll. Like I pretended to be so many different people. I should not have been on the internet at the age that I was on the internet. Let's just say that for real. I had Friendster and Orkut. What the heck is Orkut? I've never heard of that one. What? I remember Friendster. Friendster was, and by the way, I'm going to be tweaking stuff on the overlay, so if you see things moving about, that's just me. Please do not panic. Yeah, Friendster and Orkut. So I don't remember Orkut, but I remember Friendster. Friendster, you could only have like a maximum 500. Ed Oz, hey, I had a Nokia 3410. My childhood, my first mobile phone, dude. It was a big deal if you had a phone. Like I remember that. Like not a lot of kids had it. I mean, I had it. Okay, I had a phone pretty early, mainly because my parents were going through like a really rough divorce. I'm the oldest sibling, so I had to deal with like grandparents picking us up, aunts picking us up, like cousins coming over. So I had a phone because I was the shepherd of my siblings. So there's that, and that is the iPod. Nano? No, touch. iPod Nano. Right? iPod Nano. I don't know. Let's see. iPod Nano. Yeah. I was right. So I totally remember this. We just had the family phone, and whoever left the house got the family phone. Is that for real? The BlackBerry to date is my favorite phone of all time. Dude, I have pictures of me saying goodbye to my BlackBerry Bold. I loved BBM. BBM was so sick, guys. Like I loved there's actually a really good documentary about the BlackBerry company. It's like, okay, it's not like Oscar winning, but it's really great to watch. I'm gonna pull it up here. We're probably gonna talk about entertainment stuff in a little bit, but I just want to show you guys. We're just gonna jump around. BlackBerry. It's a movie about the BlackBerry company and the BBM technology. It's a really good watch if you haven't seen it. All right, moving along. So our pockets are heavy, but our souls are free. This is why I want to do. This is the Keep It Real segment, because there's a lot of depth behind the reels and videos that I send to people. There's so much there. So here's another one. So this guy made me laugh so hard. So I'll just let him speak for himself. Let me just pull the music down for a bit. But this is good. This is a good watch.
Sometimes I get jealous of the type of toys that kids are getting these days, and then I remember I'm an adult. I have money. I have it was calling to me.
Laugh, you guys.
Wait. Yeah, I bought a dancing squid, but it kind of just wiggles. I bet it tickles. What?
Okay. The rest of the video is pretty silly, but I am very much for this. Like, I grew up having toys and collectibles and stuff like that, and now that my son is at that age where he actually is enjoying not just toys, but clever ones that make him think, right? He's very much a STEM kid. So I would totally, if this thing wasn't $30, I did look up this thing. I totally would get it. But I will be showing a lot of toys and stuff on here because my son's a huge toy person too. And so if you guys have like kids and stuff like that's, or nieces or nephews, there's actually one that I'm trying to find right now, but I don't know how to look up my own old posts. wait. The browser is just so much more different. Okay, here. I know this was an old video of mine, but here's an example of toys that I'm just gonna bring up because maybe your the kids in your life would enjoy it, because I know my son does. So I'll just play with myself.
That like gross things or just like boy mom stuff. These fart ninjas at Costco were like $9.99, and they're so fun. They have a sensor on them, so when you walk by, they make a fart sound.
So that's just an example of like the toys that I'm probably gonna bring up, because they're fun, and I'm a boy mom, right? I have a kid who likes gross, funny things. So these were at Costco. They're like $9.99, and they're just plastic ninjas that have sensors on them, and when you walk by it, it makes a fart sound. So like we'll hide them around the house, and it's just a funny thing. Next, keeping it real is this. Is so like true. If anyone doesn't know, I had worked at Blizzard as an art producer for Heroes of the Storm and StarCraft 2. Specifically, the team I supported were the character artists, and like shout outs to my artists if you guys are gonna end up watching this. But there's a lot of things that I learned about art and animation that I like, as someone who has just always been kind of a creative soul. Like I've always known but didn't really appreciate until I got to really work with it on like a daily basis, and to see like amazing people do like their God-given talent every day. So here's an animation that is from a cartoon called Robin Hood. This is an old Disney cartoon. And I had to explain to my son about like back in the day when you had to actually like draw cartoons, because now they use computers to make everything. But I was showing him like people used to draw it with, and he was like, with what? Like an iPad, a computer? I was like, no, babe, like a paper and a pen. And he's like, but how do they color it? And I was like, with markers. He's like, but how? So here's a really good animation scene that I didn't like when I was a kid and I watched it. I didn't even think about how brilliant it was. But these Disney animators found a way to cross the arm of an animal that had no arms, and it's just so brilliant and it's beautiful. And this is the kind of stuff that I feel like we're not gonna get into art and AI on this episode, because this is just my pilot episode. I'm gonna take this back and workshop this so that I can get my graphics together. But Dan already wants to sign up, and Dan is probably the best person that I could talk AI with for this particular topic, because he's like my little brother, really. But speaking of little brothers, it's my little brother's birthday, actual little brother, and I had already told him about the podcast, so I hope he tunes in so we can all say happy birthday to him. Because he is in the army, and he is stationed in Hawaii right now. Like not that hard of a life, but still. I always give him shit because I would love to be in Hawaii. I got to visit him recently, but let me just send him this link, because I just realized he probably doesn't know where to go to watch this, because he's been so busy. But my brother is the reason why I even am into gaming, like, at all. I grew up playing games with my little brother, like probably a million other people who grew up playing games with their siblings. But he's the reason why I went for it all the way. So hopefully he joins. It's his birthday today. So I wanted to share this reel, and I think the last reel I have was this. So I haven't seen this in a while. I just remember sharing it. But I was a huge Power Ranger kid. Like, I loved watching every episode. Like, I think there was also another one, like VR Troop, something like that. Thank you, Alti, for modding it. So this is Zor. So who is this first one? The Red Ranger, right? Then the Black Ranger, who looks the same, by the way. And also, did you guys know he was missing a finger this whole time? He was like, I don't know if this was real or not now, but like, oh no, shit, it looks like it was real. The actor who played the original Black is missing the middle finger on his left. Yeah, shit. Yeah, it is a fact. I was like wondering. He hit it very well. Yeah, I had no idea. And honestly, I wouldn't have cared. I don't think I was, even when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have a special guest in the TikTok. Lily is one of my BFFs. She just sent me a rose. She's actually going to be my guest, my first guest on the first episode next week. So y'all better get ready. We need to know this. Yes, A Bear, we need to know this. So I had no idea Black Ranger was missing a finger this whole time. In the past, movies and cartoons were much better than they are now, and every time there is a remake of a remake. Ed, that is the topic for today's podcast. You are brilliant minds think alike, babe. We are getting there. Because I have prompts and stuff. I have stuff that I'm going to ask you guys to either share in chat or share in a comment, or like if you're watching this VOD. Like I said, this is an interactive thing. I don't call the shots, you guys do, okay? I am just here controlling everything. But hold on, I did have show notes somewhere. Now I'm like, what did I do with this? So anyways, Black Ranger, I guess, whoops, but that's the next segment. So that's him. Who else do we have? So this is Zordon, right? The head honcho dude. Hearing other people's Discord go off tricks me into thinking I have friends that want to talk to me. Is my Discord going off? I can close this. I can close it if it's going off. Or is there a way to just mute the whole thing for now? Let me see. That is a good call, you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna quit it for now. Oh, I found my notes. Go on Do Not Disturb on Discord. Thank you, Alti. Thank you. Okay, see, sorry. This is why this is the pilot episode. This is why I didn't hype it as hard or anything, because I was so worried about it not going well. So okay, so it's gonna be a bumpy ride, but you guys are getting the hang of it. So this is Zordon, dude. Like, I, for some reason, as a kid, never considered this to be a real fucking human. Like, I thought, like, you could have told me that this was a computer guy, and I would have been like, okay, yeah. Except for, like, the Power Rangers movie where he was dead, and he was, like, lying on the thing. Spoiler. Like, sorry, I'm, like, laughing, but this was such a sad scene. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But Zordon, like, this is the only time I ever considered of him being like a human. So when I remember thinking, like, when I first saw this TikTok, I was like, damn. He was a real person. I'm gonna agree me either. I just realized he's a human. I told you, girl, like, right now, you just realized you never considered it. Because I think there's probably cool music here. Let's turn it off. Oh, another Red Ranger, Yellow Ranger. Oh, this is the Yellow Ranger Black Edition, because we had a Yellow Ranger Asian Edition. Same weapon though, same dino. What was yeah. By the way, let's just be real here for a second though. These were awesome actors. Like, these were really good athletes too, right? Like, that was the thing about Power Rangers and whatever, VR Troopers, all of these martial arts kids shows. Like, it was cool to see them doing these martial art moves that, like, you know, like, I don't remember doing, like, karate or anything like that, but, like, I definitely pretended to fight my siblings, and, like, we would always copy these moves. So, like, I think it's dope that they're still pretty active. I was not there when that shit happened. I know. This might be a little too young for some people. They were very, very underpaid athletic actors. That might actually be a good topic for another episode, because I just watched that documentary about the what is it? The American Gladiators, which I never really got into. That was kind of a little bit older for from my generation. This is what we watched. Like dinosaur action heroes. We didn't watch these American Gladiators. So they were also really underpaid for the type of shit that they had to do. I don't know if I made this up, but I feel like one of them Rangers got into gay porn after. Well, I think it's the very first guy, the Red Ranger. American Gladiators ruled also. See, that would have been more your... Okay, was it this guy? Was it this dude that did the... I mean, like, look, porn, like, I'm not going to knock porn, right? Like, that's people's livelihoods. That's how they choose to make their money, right? Like if it happens, it happens. Okay, I watched American Gladiators, and we're the same age nearly. Yeah, it was sick. Yeah. So, I don't think I would have ever been allowed to watch anything like super seriously violent. Oh, by the way, I love these. I love this trend of doctors like throwing a fit, and then it's them in like a really sick outfit, because my parents are dentists. I imagine my dad doing this, but I love it when they're just like... Okay, this one's a serious one. They look nice, but I like it when they don't. Like when it's just like an older guy and he's just wearing like suspenders. I fucking love that. It makes me so happy. Anybody watch WMAC Masters? What is that? Can I Google that, or will that get me in trouble? We need to know this. Oh yes, A-Bear. I'm just telling you guys what you need to know. Okay. Thank you, Zordon. Okay, on to the news feed. So that segment was keeping it real. I'm just gonna show you a bunch of reels that I want to talk through, because that's how it goes. My homegirl Lily, who's in TikTok right now, she's gonna be my guest for next week's episode. She's also baller, guys. Like, she's been working in the gaming industry for a long ass time, like I have. And this is how we met. We met behind the scenes. So we're just two scoil friends that are just gonna shoot the shit next week. And it's gonna be great. Oh shit, I hit the mic. Okay. News feed. So there's a lot of shit going on in gaming and in tech. Like, I just looked this up. 2025 in video games. I'm not saying that there's like a lot of epic things happening. Like, there's a lot of really substantial changes happening in the industry that I really want to talk about. Not just as somebody who's like enjoyed games my entire life, but as someone who's actually worked, and has depended my profession on this livelihood, right? It's bad out there, folks. Dude, it's pretty intense. So I just remember, when I first started making content around video games, there was always shit happening. Like, there was always a game being released, or like a console like that's about to drop. And like now it's like, it feels like everything that's happening in just 2025 is pretty sad. So like, cause the CES 2025 happened in January. There was Scopely acquired the games division and related intellectual property of Niantic for $3.5 billion, which includes Niantic's Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, I will die on this hill. This has been the only game that has done something so new in the gaming space that like I've never seen anyone ever do before. It got people outside the damn house and playing with each other, no matter how old you were, no matter if like you had money, you didn't have money, you had a blue collar job, white collar job, everybody was out playing together. Like, it was amazing. I was huge into Pokemon Go. So who the heck is Scopely? I just read this again. Acquired the games division and related intellectual property of Niantic. Okay, for $3 billion. That's probably, there is so much policies and sales that are really having an effect on people's lives. Yes, I think I'm going to touch on that. There was recently an update to the pricing for Microsoft, so that's going to be in the news feed too. But I just wanted to kind of highlight that, like, there's really, like, look, EA laid off 300 to 400 employees, including Respawn Entertainment and Codemasters. There was also Doug Bowser recently will retire as president and CEO. Like, the Doug Bowser, the guy that Bowser Like, this is Bowser. You know, like it's, things are changing, and that's why I want to start talking about, look, Microsoft laid 4% of its workforce, and Microsoft was one of the companies that people thought like would never like get touched. So it's just showing that there's a lot of changes happening, and I really want to talk about that. So that's why I started doing this show. But the first news piece, so obviously once we do this for real, these are going to be more solid pieces, but I just wanted to kind of browse through. So this is a post written by Om Shri. He or she, I think, did a really great roundup on what's happening. You're going to have a lot to talk about, Bear. That's right, and that's why we're doing this together. He kind of touches on some major tech news, and I'll share all these links at the end. I'll put it all in the video description, so everything will be linked back to the source. I'm not claiming that I wrote any of this. I'm just using this to kind of test my podcast out. But he has a really nice roundup here, and I also have never really followed this tech news before, but it gives me some like 2010 vibes, so I'm kind of digging it. So Amazon's fall hardware event, a wave of AI powered devices. Amazon's pushing hard on everything AI. My general thoughts around this is that, like, I love the idea of AI being accessible for people. Hi Shishi Lopez, hello, welcome. Oh, if it's gonna be a mention me type of thing, I don't need to have it. 24-hour timeout. I'm not here to mention nobody. How old am I? So I actually asked everybody. I don't know if there are any mods in my YouTube, but if someone can sit there, please. How old am I? I asked everybody at the start of the show what year were they when they first started watching me making content, and people, the oldest one I've seen so far is 20 years. So I'm 36 years old. I have been making YouTube content for such a long time. YouTube and Twitch and Stickum and everywhere I've been making content. So it's been a while. My take on AI is that, like, I love AI being accessible, but I'm ready for it to be like proper AI, not just like a voice bot where I can just like tell it like, look up these directions. Like, I'm ready for me to have my, like, the same kind of conversations I'm having with Claude on my phone on voice. Like, I'm ready for that to be in all of my IoT devices. So as soon as that happens, like, maybe I'll have something to want to buy. But right now, I just don't feel like any of these AI powered devices are really like where I need it to be personally. But that's just me. You're ready for Skynet. I get it. I am. Actually, I have not seen the Terminator, but I trust there's sometimes I trust computers more than I will trust humans. So I like that could be another discussion topic for the day. You're here now. Thank you, Alti. Okay, Microsoft overhauls Xbox Game Pass price hike and Windows 11 release. This is what I wanted to talk about with you guys, because I have not been playing Xbox Live recently, and like my reaction or my experience with Xbox Live was like back when you needed to have it to play the hottest games, and I have not been around since, I think, well, I mean, I've been playing like Sea of Thieves on Xbox, but like that's literally the only thing I play. So I would love to know your thoughts on how you all feel about this. So the company announced a 50% price increase for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, jumping from $19.99, it was already $19.99, shut up, to $29.99 per month. That's a YouTube premium subscription, you guys. I will always pay for YouTube Premium because my entire household relies on not having ads while we watch YouTube, because YouTube content, I will always pay for it. But $29.99 for Xbox Game Pass? What's the Game Pass? The Game Pass allows you to play online. It allows you to do multiplayer. Does it give you access to like the marketplace or the arcade? What is this? This comes alongside new tiered plans for more flexibility, including a lower cost option without day one game releases. Oh, okay. So they're doing a tiered system without day one game releases. You can't even do the same day across the board. Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live are different. Oh, okay. That sucks even worse that they're all different. The move expands the library with titles from recent acquisitions, of course, but has sparked backlash from fans on social media who cite repeated hikes and delays in exclusives like Fable and Perfect Dark. PC Game Pass also rose to $16.49 monthly. Microsoft justifies the changes as necessary to offer more value. Oh, value is subjective. But subscribers are threatening cancellations amid rising costs. All right, what do you guys say? Ulti, Xbox Game... Oh, you already said that. I don't see anyone talking about it. I canceled my Game Pass sub. $30 is too much. Yeah, dude, I couldn't imagine it. And it's not even all encompassing. That's crazy. Xbox Live allows you to play online. Xbox Game Pass gives you access to playable games for the duration of the sub and cloud game. Okay, cloud gaming. Okay. Cloud gaming is a whole different thing. So I can understand paying for access to cloud gaming. The whole day one, like without day one game releases thing is kind of sad. Like you're going to gate people the day that it comes out. Like I remember when day one game releases were like, that's what all the kids at school talked about. It's what all my friends talked about. To limit not having it, like putting it behind a paywall. Like, isn't that the amazing thing about cloud gaming? I don't know. As a 37-year-old with very limited time, the 400 games I don't have time to play is a bunch. Yeah. I mean, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, there's such a huge shift happening in the gaming industry, and I don't know anyone really talking about it in the level that, like, you know, I want to. So I agree. I think 30 is too much. And especially the fact that, like, didn't we just recently announced that the exclusivity thing is like not even a thing anymore. Windows 11 25 HD. I don't really care about that one. I mean, we could, but Microsoft Copilot is like the other thing I saw here that was also super cool, Google Smart Home push Gemini for Home and new Nest devices. We are on this. So we are a Google Nest Home. I was using Amazon Alexas mostly to have devices for my son if he needed to call for emergency. So Amazon recently put it on their products, their Alexa products, where you can call like 911 for emergencies, because my son, we don't have a landline, and I don't need my son to be running around the house trying to find someone's phone if there's an emergency, having to unlock it and then like open it up and dial 911. That's too much. So between his iPad, which has a cellular data plan on it, and all the emergency numbers that he needs, he has this actual watch, which I got suckered into buying from T-Mobile, but this is a GPS watch too. I bring it when we go to like theme parks, and I get like nervous mom about him running off and getting lost or whatever. And then also now we use the Alexas. So he has one Alexa in his room that's always plugged in, that he can use in case he needs to call for help. So we are also a Google Nest Home. So I'm interested to see what Gemini in the home could mean. Out of all of the like IoT devices that we've had, like smart lamps, smart Christmas lights, smart this thing behind me. Oh no, my boba and my dumpling lights are not on. But Google has been the only one that I've seen been able to take voice commands in multiple chains and multiple actions. So we can say something like, hey, Google, turn on bedroom lights and turn it to 50% brightness and make it the color blue. Why do we do this? Because like my son has like a nighttime routine, and like it requires changing the mood lighting, so it's easier to do like what hands-free, right? Like it's not necessary. I can do it from my app, but it's dope that I can do it with my voice, right? Like especially if like our hands are full and shit. So I'm really excited to see what putting Gemini means in the Nest devices, so I will keep you guys posted on all of that. And then the last thing, I don't really know how I feel about wearables yet. I have not ever had the desire to be like, oh, I wish I captured that with my camera glasses. Like I really don't. Like I'm not there yet, but I could just be old. Or I don't know, unless like people want to send me one to try. Like I'm not as excited, but I am excited about Adobe Premiere Mobile. A pro level editing app for iPhone enabling on the go edit. So I use Adobe's Creative Suite because I am a content creator. I've been a creator my whole damn life. I don't know how to not create things. I don't know how to not create digital things. That's why I'm even doing this podcast. But I do a lot of on the go editing. I have these ideas, like ideas for shorts. I have ideas for web shows. I love being able to work from any of my devices. Obviously, like when I have a big girl job, I have to sit on my computer and like, you know, be all wired in. But like if I want to edit on my phone, I know Lightroom is amazing. I really like TikTok's video editor because it's very quick, and I can do a lot with it, especially with how it crosses over to my TikTok live. So I'm really on the app trend right now, especially in the video and content creating space. So Adobe Premiere Mobile is one thing that I'm excited about. Moving on to biggest game releases of October. So I can probably go through this one by one and tell you all that I know nothing about it, but I want to. So I have started streaming. If you guys don't know, I stream daily now. Right now I'm like hyper focused on Stardew Valley, but I don't think that's gonna last much longer. I am looking to add a couple days in the stream where I'm playing other games. It's really just a technical limitation. Right now, I only have my Mac set up. So if I can't download it on Steam for Mac, I can't play it. But it doesn't mean that I can't play it offline and tell you guys how I think. My son has been asking for a PlayStation 5. I don't know how I'm going to get one. Like, I really don't. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford one. But if I can find like a used one, or if like I have a cousin or something that like has one they like don't want anymore, like I'll buy it off them. But if that happens, I'm gonna be able to play on not just Xbox but also PlayStation, which I feel like a lot of the games I would really love that cinematic experience again. I feel like that's the one thing I'm missing. So I don't know anything about this game, and I don't really want to go too long. We're already at that 1 hour mark, but I did want to see like Digimon's story. I don't know, that came out today. I didn't really like Digimon. This whole Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, I feel like haven't we already had Super Mario Galaxy? There was already a joke about this that I saw on like Reddit of someone saying like, oh yeah, I just bought the Super Mario Galaxy game and they busted out their Wii edition. I feel like this is where people are coming from, where they're getting upset about all the remakes, like nothing is original anymore. So I'm switching over this. Speaking of Switch, it's on Switch and Switch 2. I want to talk about the Switch 2 in next week's episode because I don't even know if it's worth buying. I was always about upgrading the Switch and stuff, but I had to sell mine, and like I don't know if I'm gonna be missing it, but we'll see. We'll do a deeper breakdown there. Battlefield 6, I know a lot of people are really like fans of this, but I think if you're like a huge FPS person, it's really just because there's nothing else, right? Like, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but when it comes to Battle Royale, again, I don't play that. The one I really wanted to talk about was Little Nightmares. So this is coming on, it looks like all fucking platforms: PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X or S, Xbox One, Switch 2, and Switch. That is a lot of platforms, you guys. I am a multi-streamer. I have worked in a video game company that like released in multiple languages. Like, I understand the gravity of releasing like across so many platforms, and it's coming on October 10th across all platforms. Little Nightmares 3 follows two friends as they attempt to escape their nightmarish world. So this is already 3. I don't know. I have not played the first 2. And like the previous games, the threequel has spooky environments and creepy monsters looking to thwart your plans. What makes this new entry in the series different is it adds co-op. I need more co-op games. I need more things to play with my son. I've watched streamers play both Little Nightmares 1 and 2. They're great fun. Okay, good. So I'm going to actually look this one up. I want to watch it with you guys. And we'll do like a first reaction start thing. What is up, Red Fox? Thank you for lurking. We are just doing my test episode for my CAMI CHAT series. We're just going through the news feed. Bam! I need better graphics. Sorry. We're just going through the news feed, and the thing that I wanted to play for everybody was one of the games that's coming out on October 10th. Which country are you actually from? America. It's on my profiles. So Little Nightmares 3 is
from childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Through endless nights and stormy weather, we face our childhood fears together.
It's so big. Okay, so I already love it. I have not played 1 and 2, but my son really, really digs like creepy, scary stuff like this. I think like honestly, at first I used to get weirded out by it because he was like, when he was really little, he was watching things like Nightmare Before Christmas. Like he loved that. Like he didn't really watch anything else. Like Coco Melon, like he'd be all right with. Blippi he'd be all right with, but when Nightmare Before Christmas came on, he would like zone in on it, and he's been this way ever since. Poppy Playtime, Garden of Banban, these are all titles that him and his dad play all day, and he loves creepy things like this. So I'm totally excited that there's a co-op feature. I almost want like it. If there's a 1 and 2, I wonder if there's going to be a bundle, like if there's going to be a Steam bundle. I will look that up. Let me make that a note to do before the next episode, is to look up Steam bundle or any bundle for the Little Nightmares, because I would like to play through that with him for sure. Okay, next topic, Tron Ares 2025. So I didn't know that there was another Tron coming out. And like I thought that we already sequeled this guy. Like I know we made the new version of the old one. Like I know we did that, and then I know we made a sequel of that. Like what is this? It is pretty crazy how recycled a lot of these IPs are. I can understand where people are coming from now, where everyone's just kind of craving new stuff. But I'm gonna play the trailer just so I can see it. I mean, I love Tron. All right, like this is always gonna be a good time if you can go to the theater. But like,
Since time began,
anyone does it. Or it's a sequel to Tron Legacy. Okay.
man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered,
I mean,
Am
it's so
I
epic
alone?
already. So it's so cool. I'm sorry.
so much talk of AI and big tech today.
Oh, they're talking about AI.
Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there.
Oh, I love him. He's a really great
They
actor.
are coming here. I would
And
like
Jared-
you to meet
Jared-
Ares,
Jared.
the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield,
He's not real?
I will simply make you another.